Athens is one of the oldest cities in the world, with over a third of Greece's population living here. It's the birthplace of democracy and many of the ideas that have shaped our modern world. But what is Athens really like for tourists in today's age?
It's amazing to come all the way to Athens, drive 2,500 miles for that thing.
For the whole time that I have been in Greece, I've been saying to Liam,
And after being in Greece for some time already, are we ready for what this huge city of over 3 million people is about to do to us?
I wasn't prepared for that, and I never imagined it would be like that.
There's also a new campervan and motorhome ban in Greece, and we wonder how easy it will be to find somewhere to park and stay.
We were refused entry.
I was shocked at how busy it was at that time in the morning.
And as we come face to face with some of the city's more prevalent tourist scams, will it put us off its natural beauty and charm?
That taxi guy tried to fleece us. In all honesty, you can't come here without seeing this.
The search for Athens' best street food is a major goal of ours, but we are also about to get a strong lesson in the ancient world, and we can forget everything we thought we knew about this place, because sometimes you have to visit somewhere to know the truth.
Everywhere's full, and everyone's having a good time.
It's just nice to sit in here.
In where?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Our adventure begins on the boat from Crete to Athens, as the sun is just about to set, and we will find out where we'll be sleeping for the night.
Welcome back to the channel. Oh, a lot has happened since we last saw you, but we are still on the island of Crete. In fact, we're just leaving. This is the ferry. It's an overnight ferry back to the mainland of Greece, and we are going to Athens. We're going to brave it. It is a busy weekend for you here. The warm weather's come back. The last time we saw you, we were on the island of Crete, which is where we are now, hunkering down in a bay because the weather, we had a 5-day storm, just took over the whole island with strong winds and rain and dark skies and choppy seas. It was crazy to think this time of year that you could get someone's holiday could be consistent, can be just a pure storm. But we were all right because we're full-timers, and we just waited it out. And then we went back to the city of Hania, and we took advantage of the storm and did a 3-day fast where we didn't eat anything for 3 days. We'll tell you the reasons why at some point in the future. But it worked really, really well to our advantage, having that time off. And then when we broke our fast, we went and had some amazing food in Hania, a restaurant that we got recommended that's completely plant-based called Pulse. And that was just about an hour ago. And now we're on this boat, ready to go to Athens for the very, very first time. It is Greece's most hectic place, as you can imagine, and we got a little taste of it when we got the ferry over here. But we hear all different sorts of things about Athens, about how the chaos and how mental it is and how difficult it is to wild camp. Also, talking about wild camping and free camping in Greece, new laws have come into place that say it was illegal to wild camp the whole time we've been on Crete, but the police just don't care, and it's just outside the season. We're not causing any trouble. But on the mainland, it's generally accepted, but now it comes with a €300 fine. Some law has just passed or something. No more free camping in Greece. How strange that it's coincided with our visit here, that they've clamped down on motorhomes and campervans. Anyway, we'll deal with that when we get there and work out a plan. But for now, we are going on an overnight ferry to the mainland.
You try to hold me down, keep me on the ground. You try to pull me close, so I couldn't go around.
Not quite what we got on the way over here. We had 3 windows on the first boat, so we had high expectations. So even though this is a bigger room than you would normally get in a cabin, it's still smaller than the one we got before.
Well, it might not have 3 windows, but we are still super grateful to have a cabin to sleep in overnight, as good sleep and YouTube go hand in hand, we have found. We left Crete in the evening and went to bed almost straight away, arriving in Athens in the morning at 6 a.m. Our aim now is to navigate across the crazy city of Athens to find a place to park the van. Our one benefit is that it's early, and we might find our park up before people start filling up the roads. It's interesting to be back on the mainland after a few weeks in Crete, and with restrictive campervan laws, we have to be careful.
So here we are in a car park in Athens, just on the outside of it. I'm so relieved that we didn't have to go into the city centre. I was really, really nervous. I would have hated that. Leaving the ferry was I was shocked at how busy it was at that time in the morning. It was before 6 o'clock. So yeah, I'm just glad we didn't have to do that. We came straight here. We're in and amongst a load of coaches. So I don't know what it's going to be like later, whether it's going to be really hectic and busy or it's going to be really sleepy and lovely. But my watch tells me that I got 1 minute of REM sleep, which is dreaming, and 0 deep sleep last night. So I got like 4 hours actual sleep, which isn't good, but I'm feeling really good today, and I don't know why, with 4 hours sleep. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to seeing Athens. It's going to be so good today.
So this is a large car park. It's actually a coach car park in Athens, just outside of the city centre. And so which means we've got to take transport into the city centre. But I've done a bit of research. Obviously, there's 2 major things going on right now. There is the ban on motorhomes and campervans. And if there's a nationwide ban on motorhomes and campervans parking outside of campsites, then the last thing you want to do is be going into Athens. That's where the police are going to be. So this place here is like a makeshift air, which is really, really cool. So they allow us to park here overnight. It costs €20. There's water, there's a toilet, there's a shower, amazingly so. But it's for all of this car park, all of these truck drivers and stuff. And it's the safest option as well. Athens, given the fact that there's a lot of people, if you have a look at Park4Night, you'll see a lot of situations that have happened. So I think we're in the best spot. We're happy with it. Anyway, we're going to go and attempt to go and do Athens. It's morning time. It's already 27 degrees, and we've got to go and either get a bus or a taxi into the centre and just go and check out some of the most epic spots in Athens. We might spend a couple of days here doing this because there's a lot to see. As you've all seen by now, Janine and I are pretty hopeless at learning new languages. That is why we're super pleased to be partnered with Rosetta Stone for this video. We've been using Rosetta Stone now for a very long time for different languages as we travel around the world. Rosetta Stone is really good because it's interactive and it makes learning languages a lot more efficient, especially with sort of like games and quizzes. But I would say my favourite part of the app is the pronunciation tool. It uses audio and native speakers to get your pronunciation right, which is really important. Rosetta Stone also uses real life scenarios. So you're not learning stuff that you wouldn't need to know. You're learning stuff that you're going to need to know on the street, out there, like going to the grocery store, going to a restaurant, ordering stuff, that sort of thing. Toxin over here.
I trapeza.
I can't believe this. Domicilio. What's better is that Rosetta Stone are offering 60% off to our audience for their lifetime subscription membership, which means that you get access to 25 different languages, learning any of them for the rest of your life. Please take advantage of this limited time offer. It's in the link in the description of this video and in the pinned comment. And thank you to Rosetta Stone for sponsoring this video.
Thank you.
Please, if we get the seatbelts on. So strange when you do taxis in another country like that. It feels dodgy.
I know.
Transfer, like there's parts of it felt dodgy, but I am sure that he's just a nice bloke, and that was it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he felt like I
got that feeling.
Yeah, yeah. And anyway, that cost €9. If we would have got it without going to the bus station first, would have cost €7. Not too bad, I think, for Athens city centre. Anyway, we'll go now somewhere very, very special. I've been looking forward to this for a long while, and it's not the Acropolis.
Our first stop in Athens, we are heading to a cafe called the Holy Llama for something very spectacular.
That's what we've come here for.
Wow, look at that. That is amazing.
I know. It's amazing to come all the way to Athens, drive 2,500 miles for that thing. I'm literally the most excited about that out of anything I'm doing today. For dessert, can I get one of those, the pistachio wheels? Yeah. That's the one I'm most excited about.
So to start, we're actually going to share a egg salad sandwich, and it just looks incredible. I'm really excited to eat this. It's not actual egg. Well, I don't know what it's made of, but it's plant-based anyway. It could be tofu maybe, but what Liam's got is what we're both here for. What is that, Liam?
This is it's a round croissant, a round one. Mental. But that's not the most interesting part about it. Wait till we bite into it after the sandwich. There you go.
Thank you.
The sandwich is really good, but we're here for the main event. This thing.
Okay, so what we're looking at here is an absolutely massive croissant in the most perfect circular shape, half dipped in chocolate with a sprinkling of pistachio on top. However, the most exciting part of this incredible and unique creation is what lies inside, which we feel is worth travelling a long way for. Filled generously with pistachio cream that oozes out even just by looking at it. It's like someone had a brainwave one day whilst eating a donut and a croissant and dreamt of the possibilities of a hybrid. Bagging the penultimate round croissant, we sat and ate. Well, Liam ate most of it, but that's a debate we'll have later.
That croissant has rocked my world. It was amazing. I've travelled a long way to try that, and I've not seen it anywhere else. So hats off to the Holy Llama. It's a great cafe, fully plant-based. This area that we're in now is called Plaka, and it's like the trendy area. And we wanted to have a scoot around it first and see it before doing any of the ancient stuff. So let's go.
Plaka isn't only one of the trendiest districts in Athens, but it's also the oldest inhabited part of the city too. Apparently nicknamed the neighbourhood of the gods, it's full of cool shops, boutiques and multi-cuisine options for dining out.
Really? Per person? Whoa, and you can't get in until 6:45? Wow. If we wanted to go tomorrow, book online, and then we can book in for like tomorrow morning at like 9 o'clock or something like that. Okay, we're in the queue for the Acropolis trying to get in, and we were refused entry to the Acropolis. Apparently you've got to book a time slot now, and so yeah, you book an hour's time slot. It now costs €30 per person. It's fully booked until tomorrow. You used to be able to get a combo ticket so you can see all the attractions for €30, all of the sites for €30. Now it's €30 per person for one site, just the Acropolis. So the Greek government are really milking it at the moment. And but you're here once, right? So anyway, she advises to book online. It's exactly the same setup online, except we get to choose a time slot for tomorrow. So that means we're here tomorrow now as well. It's got to be done. Only here once.
Super hot today. We're going to deal with that later, and we're heading off now apparently we're going to go somewhere really cool. So I'm going to trust Liam on that one.
Okay, we've arrived. As Janine, quoting Janine just now, we finally got in ancient Greek ruins. This is one of like the alternative ones to come to. It still costs a lot to get. It's €20 per person. There's obviously less people here coming to this one, which is amazing given the fact of what is here.
Oh, do you know what? I think I might recognise that from pictures.
It's beautiful,
isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous.
Why does that make you happy, Janine?
I have no idea. Probably because the sun's out and it's nice. It's nice today.
Why does the temple make you happy?
Where's the temple? It doesn't.
It's got a roof on it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this temple is very interesting because for the whole time that I have been in Greece, I've been saying to Liam, why haven't any of the temples got any roofs? Did they come with roofs? And I wasn't sure because none of them had roofs. But this one is the most well preserved in Greece, and it's also got a roof on. So we get to see what these temples look like when they're actually in full, full tact, or when they've got a roof on. I mean, it's still a little bit demolished, but it looks like a full temple, and it's really exciting. So we're going to go up to it now.
We've just stepped into the ancient city space called Agora. which wasn't just a marketplace back in the 6th century BC, where they now believe the concept of fast food was also invented, but also a centre for politics, socialising and spirituality. In fact, it was believed to be Athens' main place to gather and shop, vote and debate, worship and even hold trials here. Agora is known famously as the birthplace of democracy, where the great philosopher Socrates, Plato and Pericles came to rouse crowds, and local residents came to debate laws and vote with pebbles. We walked amongst the ruins, but standing out above all else was the temple of Hephaestus, which is actually older than the Parthenon. But unlike the Parthenon, it still has its roof intact, marking its incredible preservation given the fact that it's over 2,500 years old.
This place is amazing. We have that well-preserved temple there, and then just in our sort of eye line is all the thousands of people at the Acropolis right now. You can see them up on top of the hill, and hardly anyone's down here, which it staggers me because this is like such an important place. The most well-preserved temple in the whole of Greece, for a start. It's still got its roof on, and also this is where Socrates and the leaders of ancient Greece at the time were doing their thing, having debates and all of that sort of stuff. Socrates actually was sentenced to death and was killed, or I think he drank poison, didn't he? Was made to drink poison somewhere nearby here as well. So it all happened around here. To think that Socrates potentially was amongst some of these older olive trees and older trees here, doing some of his teachings and what have you with students, having philosophical debate and everything like that, really makes this just so much more magical. And Socrates came into my life in the film Bill and Ted, and he appeared in that. If you've seen that, you know about it. But he was a character in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and I looked into him from that point onwards, and then I looked and saw why he's one of the wisest people in the world. He's one of the wisest people in the world because he came up with and said that the 3 wisest words you can say is, I don't know. To proclaim that you don't know something is the start of all knowledge, and I love that. How many people do we look up to, or who are leading the planet right now, would rather die than say the words I don't know? The second thing that I love about him is Socratic method. He came up with Socratic method, and that's basically the sort of probing of someone through questioning. So not being such a big fan of debates ourselves, we love watching conversations sometimes, and some people we follow on social media who are doing a very good job in helping change the planet are using Socratic method to do it, and they always have done. And it's the most, even to this day, Socrates died probably 2,000 years ago, whatever, even to this day, Socratic method is one of the most effective things for finding out the truth, or probing someone, or getting to the bottom of something in a very gentle. It can be done in a very gentle way. I love that. The simplicity of Socrates makes me love this place even more. So yeah, it's magical for me, and I'm really enjoying it.
Liam, is this part of it? Is this ancient? Is
I don't
it?
know whether it's just been sort of donated to the place or not afterwards. You'd think that if it was...
It looks too modern, doesn't it?
Yeah,
to be.
Maybe you're right.
It looks too modern because he's on a chair
Not like
there.
a plaque or anything next to it.
It's not got a plaque. Oh, I thought I found something really cool there. Well, it is still cool. It's not ancient.
Finishing our time here ducking in and out of the shade, we looked around the Agora Museum, also included in the ticket. The museum itself is a building originally called Stoa of Atalos and built in 150 BC, but restored to this beautiful space we are in now in the 1950s. The museum is fascinating and full of artefacts from Agora, including pottery, coins, toys, even ancient jury duty balloting system. The museum had plenty, but wasn't too intense, so you could get through it quite quickly. And just before the history and heat got too much, we were back on the streets of modern Athens, as if stepping back out of the time machine and into the 29-degree heat. Time to cool down.
Vegan popsicle, real fruit juice. That's good. That's well refreshing. That's so good.
What flavour is it?
Strawberry and lemon.
I got mango and passion fruit. Oh wow, that is really nice. Oh man, you're going to be jealous of me.
I am already. It's my favourite flavour. We can't just always order the same thing though.
Can I try some of yours? I'll bite the corner off. Yours is very light in flavour.
It is, yours is amazing. Athens is honestly next level. It's so awesome. It not only has it got a buzz about it, but like the restaurants and cafes and are all open plan, al fresco. Everywhere's full and everyone's having a good time. There's music and the city's alive. And I can't tell you how many cities we've been to in the last God knows how long, including the UK, where the cities do not feel like that anymore. They don't feel alive, they feel very dead. This place is the opposite of that. It's been injected with heroin, it's incredible.
We have just stepped into a restaurant. We're both feeling pretty hungry actually, and we've got some proper Greek treats on the way. I'm so excited for this.
Cheers are gorgeous.
Amazing, thank you.
Well, that looks nice, doesn't it?
Wow, look at that.
This is cauliflower nuggets. If you don't already know, it's going to really annoy some people, but it's true. Cauliflower, when it's cooked in a certain way in breadcrumbs, tastes like chicken nuggets. They just do, and they're wonderful. And one of our favourite naughty treats to have. Let's give it a go. Oh, that's banging, and everybody's ordering them as well. So we knew they were going to be good. They're really good.
Wow. What's that?
It's called a space gyros. Gyros. This is a gyros, but it's also what everybody's eating here as well, so I had to order it.
I think this place is famous for the gyros, but I'm getting something a little bit different. And I have ordered the classic moussaka, and this one looks really good actually. Comes with a little salad, and yeah, it's my second one in Greece, and I'm dead excited to eat it.
So you're becoming a bit of an expert.
Well, I wouldn't say an expert, but definitely a fan.
That taxi guy tried to fleece us. Thought it's a €9 journey, and he tried to charge us €20 for it. So be careful if you come to Athens. It's dodgy in the taxis, but so long as you can ask for the meter and keep your eye on the meter, they have to give you a receipt, and you just pay the receipt. But he tried to pull a fast one and a few times there, and yeah, what a shame. But I guess they hard up for money maybe.
Wow, it is scorching in here. Oh, it's the hottest it's ever been in here.
Absolutely.
Oh my god! Open these windows.
It's literally 46 degrees in this van. I don't think I've ever been in a vehicle that hot before. 46 degrees. 46 degrees. Flipping heck. That is hot. This is the hottest it's ever been here. 46 degrees.
After our first crazy day in Athens, we decided to chill in the camper with herbal tea and grab an early night as we were planning a big day in the city tomorrow.
And there's a roof party behind us with like music, and you've never seen so many people in your life crammed onto one small roof space.
Really?
Yeah.
We see.
You can see them from here. If you go out walking that way, you can see them up at the thing.
Can't see.
I get FOMO and I don't even know them. Don't you?
We could go.
Oh.
We don't speak Greek.
Just turn up. You're good at that. Just turn up and knock on the door. Hold a box of cookies. They'll let us in. If you go first, they'll let us in. Good morning. It's another day in this coach park in Athens, in the centre of Athens. We're very lucky to be able to park here. It's no frills sort of place, but it's all good. We had a cracking night's sleep last night. There was a roof party going on nearby, but earplugs in, we're all good, and we both had a really good sleep. So we're ready and raring for it today to finish what we started yesterday and see Athens properly. Really looking forward to it because we're more prepared today, and we're going to go for it. It is very hot though, 30 degrees. We're going to go grab a taxi and start the day off and see some really cool stuff.
So what do you do on your second day in Athens? Well, we are creatures of habit, and the Plaka district won our hearts the previous day, so we decided to start off there again. The taxi journey today cost us almost 3 times as much, apparently due to a reroute due to a city event, but with these taxis you just never know the truth, but have to believe them. We paid the elevated cost and started the day off with something very tasty.
Our cute taxi driver.
Yeah, nice guy.
Right, we're in the main hub now. This is the bit where I would literally live if I could. It's so cool round here. Lots of cafes and bars and stuff. We were here yesterday, and all I can smell is coffee, which is a fantastic smell.
This way, right and right.
Yeah, okay, where to?
Holy Llama.
Holy Llama, nice.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Okay, we've come to a place called Avocado, which we saw yesterday. They're very attentive here, very nice. The food looks absolutely delicious. But we're just grabbing a coffee. It's just opposite where we went yesterday, which is the Holy Llama. That one was full, so we came here. And yeah, it looks really nice.
Treating ourselves to a frothy oat cappuccino and a raw key lime pie, which was delicious by the way. We quickly ate it before realising we have a booking that we need to get to, so darted off in the direction of the start of the show in the city.
We are a gluttony for punishment. We're actually in this very hot heat, in the midday heat, lunchtime heat. We are going to go to Athens' top attraction. It's been a bit of a nightmare. I know that it's going to live up to the hassle we've been through with it. And in all honesty, you can't come here without seeing this. So we're going to go and tackle it in the midday 30 degree heat and have a good time.
Okay, we are both feeling pretty excited about this one. Athens' top attraction, possibly Greece's top attraction, maybe even one of the world's top attractions. How could we miss it? Making a quick march to the entrance so we don't miss our 1 hour time slot, we make it to the truly epic Acropolis.
We've just made it in, literally through the big sort of building is behind us, but we turned right. We haven't even got there yet. And the most amazing,
Amphitheatre.
What is it called? Amphitheatre in front of us. It's just with the backdrop of Athens. It's absolutely incredible.
This is the first amphitheatre of ancient times that we've seen, right?
Yeah.
There's one, although there's one at your parents' house in Cirencester, but it's very small. Can't even see it. It's more like hills. This is next level.
This is amazing.
The Neolithic site that became a citadel above ancient Greece still stands here today 2,500 years later. As all tourists who see it for the first time, the whole thing really takes you aback. Almost dreamlike, even more surreal with modern Athens nestled behind it, giving us a spectacular backdrop. Over 3 million people visit this ancient site each year, so we thought we would share with you some things we learn about it that not everyone knows. A Persian invasion had destroyed more ancient parts of this place, but it was Pericles that commissioned the rebuild that gave us the Parthenon, which is the beautiful temple in front of us. We picture this site as a glistening white marble heavenly place, but back in the day it was originally painted psychedelic colours of red, blues and golds. Inside the Parthenon once stood a 12-metre glistening statue of the goddess Athena, made of gold and ivory, that shone so bright you could see it from the sea. Every stone and bit of marble was hand-carved by the finest craftsmen in the world, but the actual columns of the building lean slightly inward and aren't straight. If you look close enough, you can see they sort of curve and bulge in the middle. Even the floors purposely curve, which thankfully wasn't due to the architects drinking too much wine, but more an intentional design to allow for optical distortion. If one views this building from distance, everything would appear completely straight, but only because of these intentional curves put in place. One thing is for sure, the top of this hill today feels hotter than the surface of the sun, especially with the heat reflecting off all this whiteness. So after a good look around, we made an exit, but unfortunately, Liam started to feel like something was off with him.
We have just come out of the Acropolis now. We're sat on a bench getting some shade because it was so hot in there. It was just like you're in the blazing hot midday sun and there was no shade at all. However, it was well worth it because it was absolutely incredible. It's something that you have to go and do and look around yourself because nothing can prepare you for the scale of it and just how magnificent it is. I wasn't prepared for that, and I never imagined it would be like that as I was walking through. So yeah, I just found it so incredible. So did Liam, and yeah, it was super busy though. We're in spring now, and it's hot and busy. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like in August. But yeah, that was really, really good. Now we're going to go and get a cool drink, I think, because Liam is looking a bit iffy. We're hoping it's nothing serious. So yeah, let's go and cool down in the shade with a nice drink.
Could just be an electrolytes thing, but it feels like food poisoning because I've had it before from a very long time ago. Anyway, I'm going to think positive thoughts. I'm going to breathe through it and get a cold drink and just balance out the electrolytes somehow, and then see where we are.
It's amazing, as you walk around the city, you just see these just sort of dotted around everywhere. It's just incredible. You can just walk around a corner and see like another ancient ruin somewhere, in and amongst all the sort of buildings. It's really, really cool.
We're in the central area of Athens now, and one thing for sure here is there's a lot of people out having a flipping good time everywhere. Like, it's just full of designer shops, and then a flea market, and expensive restaurants, cheaper restaurants, Greek food, multiple cuisine, very cosmopolitan, and everybody's out just having a good time. It's got more of a buzz than any city I've been to in a very, very, very long time. And it's wonderful for someone who gets dragged shopping by their wife. Like, this is a pleasure to be in because it just feels alive. Like, no negativity, no animosity in the air. It's just nice. And I might be naive thinking that, and always I might be, but I like it a lot.
As vibrant and buzzing as it is today, we need to get Liam to somewhere cool to sit down and eat something fresh and healthy for lunch. So we make our way through the flea market to a place called Happy Blender for a smoothie bowl. Liam got the acai bowl with tons of fruit, and I grabbed a Nourish Buddha bowl, which was amazing. But unfortunately, Liam started feeling worse. And as he's someone who rarely feels ill, we had to end the day here and get Liam back home to lie down and sleep off this random illness, praying that tomorrow he will feel much better.
Oh, good morning. I have just turned a corner. I'm so pleased. It could have been quite a bad one, that. I think it was some bacteria in my gut, but my body fought it off. In fact, by the end of last night, I was feeling much, much better. So that could have been 2 days in bed, but in fact, I feel very, very grateful because now we get to finish off this final chapter of Athens and see what we should have seen yesterday. So I feel eternally grateful for that. And we're going to kick proceedings off with going to our favourite coffee shop, if we can get in.
Ευχαριστώ.
Thank you, bye. Okay, by far the nicest taxi driver we've had yet. However, I don't think we are where we need to be, and it costs us a little bit more than normal.
Which seems to be about right for Greece at the moment, and for Athens.
I know. It's so unpredictable, but he was such a nice guy anyway.
Oh my word, look, just if you're new to this channel, just be aware that Janine and I do not start our day off eating cookie croissants every single day. We do, and we really treat ourselves when we go to big cities that we've always wanted to visit. And Athens is one of those cities. We do it every city we go to. We really, really treat ourselves to some things that we've never ever had before and probably never have again. And we love it. So that's a great start to the day. We're going to basically, this place we're going to next is somewhere that we wanted to go to yesterday to balance out all of the ancient history. This is also ancient history, but it's completely different. And I'm not sure what it's going to be like. I really hope it's as good as I think in my head. Maybe it's something that a lot of people don't go to. But we're going to go and head there now and experience it.
Should get a donut.
It's horrible knowing that they're actually vegan.
I know. Check out these donuts. They're on every street corner and they just look incredible. They're massive. They're only $1.50.
Perhaps we'll save this for our next breakfast, as for now we have a museum to go to, and this one even got us puzzled in the entrance hall.
Ooh, what you got there?
I reckon that's a toilet. That looks like
Yeah,
a toilet.
that's an old toilet. Oh no, it's not. It's a water filtering system, is it? Plumbing. It's like ancient plumbing.
It's like ancient plumbing.
Is it?
Well, that looks like that thing in the toilet, the bouncy thing. Oh, but there's cups there, so I think it's drinking.
Well, we'll find out in there, shall we? It's a freaking alarm clock. We were like, it's a toilet. It's plumbing. Actually, what is it? It's apparently an alarm clock.
Wow.
That is mad.
Entering the museum, it was clear straight away that this was going to be something different. The building was full of ancient Greek inventions that have shaped the very way our world is today. What made it even better was that regular guided tours were offered as part of the €7 cost of entry. There was so much to take in here, so we'll give you some of our favourite highlights. We quickly got demonstrated the world's first alarm clock, invented by Plato, believe it or not. It works simply by water dripping down from a chamber to another below it, which once full created pressure that forced air through a tube and out into a whistle. It works really well, blending hydraulics with acoustics. Similar to this was the world's first burglar alarm, working similarly where a door opening drops a weight which creates air pressure, escaping once again through a small whistle hole, creating a loud sound. Next was the world's first automatic doors from the 1st century BC, working by using pressure from heat of a fire that expanded in an air chamber that pushed water into a bucket which filled with water, initiating a pulley system and swinging open the doors. We then saw ancient plumbing systems, fire trucks using water pumps, and even the very first automated humanoid robot. But maybe the most amazing thing we saw was the world's first computer, which is over 2,000 years old. They still have no idea who invented it, but it was discovered on the Greek island of Antikythera. This marvel can predict lunar and solar eclipses, the movements of the sun and other planets, no bigger than a shoebox originally, although we saw it on a large scale to see how all the cogs work. But what's really amazing is that nothing came close to technology to this for another 1,000 years. It was really ahead of its time.
Oh man, the Ancient Greek Technology Museum in Athens is well worth a visit. One of my favourite museums so far in life. So interesting and mind-blowing, to be honest with you. Janine flipping loved it as well. First computer, first burglar alarm, first alarm clock, and many, many others. To see like the root of our technology, where a lot of our technology today has come from, is just incredible. Sort of gives you a bigger understanding about life and where things are going, and where things have come from, which is really important and so different to all the other stuff we've seen so far in Athens. Like, really gives you a balance. And if you're coming out and seeing in the heat of the day, that's a good escape from it. You know, it's inside and all the rest of it. But doing another outside activity now, we're going to go somewhere where we can sort of slow the pace down a little bit and enjoy ourselves and take in the beauty of Athens. Enjoy that.
Yeah, we got a free game as well.
Nice.
It's a little bit like noughts and crosses, but ancient Greek style. So
You're going to master it.
I'm going to master it, yeah. So should we go?
Yeah.
Come then. We have made it to the National Athens Garden and we're walking through. It's absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't feel like you're in a city at all. Can you hear those birds? It is so nice. There is just green everywhere. There's not really much grass or anything, but it's just like trees overhead and shrubs and bushes and orange trees, and it's just so pretty here. It's like we've stepped out of a city and into the Greek countryside.
Or rainforest.
Or a rainforest, yeah, it really does feel like that. And there's birds, it's so nice. So yeah, we're just walking through now. It's quite a bit cooler in here as well, which is nice. And we're just going to take a moment of calm whilst in this crazy city.
Oh, whilst we're taking, this is so nice here. Whilst we've taken a relaxing break from everything, from the city and what have you, we thought we'd share with you, based on our limited experience and just a few days we've been in Athens, some insights that might help you and tips that might help you if you decide to come yourself, which you should, because this city is brilliant. like fastly becoming one of my favourite cities. Anyway, here's the 5 tips that we've just thought about that we want to share with you now. First of all, it's hot. If you come here, we're in spring, late spring. If you come here in spring or autumn, I should imagine you'll be in the same situation that we are, that in the daytime it's really hot. And for some reason, it feels hotter than a lot of places that we've been to, partly because I think it's at sea level, although there are parts of it that are a bit higher up as well, obviously, the Acropolis and what have you. But it's quite hot here, so get out in the morning or in the late afternoon if you can and go and see stuff, because in the middle of the day it's horrific. Yeah.
He says while I'm wearing a jumper.
And Janine sat here in a jumper because she's mad. Today it's 25 degrees now and Janine's in a jumper. That shows you how Janine's heating system's off.
But it is cloudy, so...
Thankfully, it is a bit cloudy today. The other tip we want to share with you is taxis. This is a big one. Be careful, be warned. We've had a few taxis now and only one of them charged us the right fare. And really, we don't really know what the crack is, and you don't know what the crack is. The state of confusion that you're in when you're in the back of the taxi is what they take advantage of, basically. So there is a meter inside there. Some of them give you a receipt as well. The one time that we got a receipt before we paid was the one time that it went really well. We only paid €8 or something like that. So ask for the meter to be turned on. And to be honest with you, for us, we know that there's some economic problems here, and there's a lot of people hard up and stuff like that. So if we would have been given the right charge, the right amount, then you have the choice to tip, which we would have done a little bit, especially when they're so nice as well. So anyway, just take warning from that. Cheated and scammed more than we've been charged the right amount. The other thing is obviously this city is huge and it's full of attractions. Some of them you have to see because you're only here once maybe or twice in your life or whatever. Other attractions, you might be wondering whether you should do it or not. The only thing I could say about it is give yourself some time. Well, I'm so pleased we've taken it over a few days now. It means we've had a more relaxed approach to the whole thing, something that we're not used to doing, and I think that's been the godsend for this whole trip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Few days in Athens at least, because there's so much to see. The next tip on top of that is make sure with the major attractions, especially the ancient attractions like the Acropolis and what have you, and the ancient city of Agora, just book online in advance. You get time slots now, which we only found out when we got to the place that we wanted to go to, meaning that we had to come back the next day and see it. So you need to do it in advance, and we were limited to being there midday, and in the midday heat it was well hot on top of that. It was so hot on top of that Acropolis thing. So book online, book in advance, and choose your time slot in the morning or in the afternoon for those big attractions. Try not to make all of this about attractions, but a lot of the historical sites are very expensive. Goes across the whole of Greece, we found, but the Acropolis was the most expensive. They've made it since April last year, €30 just for the Acropolis, where it used to be €30 for all of the major attractions, historic sites, so we believe anyway. So make sure you bring some money with you and don't be surprised when you spend a lot on entrance fees. Having said that though, the food and the transport should be quite low cost. It's a quite an affordable city to be in just for the general eating and drinking and stuff. The last thing that I would say is that we found this is probably one of the most safest feeling cities that we've been in. I don't know, it might just be our experience. We've been here for a few days now, but haven't once felt uneased. And even when we've been scammed by the taxi driver, I've not felt like threatened or anything. I just thought it's just what happens in cities. But as in walking around different districts and neighbourhoods, talking to different people, walking in different places, all new to us, haven't once felt uneasy at all. So we have had a really positive experience here, and we're going to go and end it now at somewhere quirky.
Hello. Oh my God, we've just walked and seen a tortoise.
I had no idea that they've got tortoises in the middle of Athens City, like wild tortoises.
Wow, that's so cool. I just want to add to the list, it's probably one for the ladies maybe, but this city is probably one of the best cities that I've been to for shopping. They've got like a whole sort of high street kind of section, brands that I've never heard of as well. And it all looks so good. I haven't actually been shopping, but from the outside it looks so good. And they've got lots of high-end shops as well. And they're all just incredible. I've seen like the dress of my dreams that I can't afford here. But one day I'll come back and I'll get that dress.
Leaving the serenity of the park, it was time for our last Athens meal. Just a short walk away, we found this perfect little cafe on the side of the road called Early Bites, offering some great Greek street food with a plant-based twist.
So what food do you serve?
What's food?
Yeah.
I have a lot of foods. I have those pies, I make some omelets, I make some souvlakis, all in the vegan version, Caesar salad, tacos. We make coffees, desserts, handmade, a lot of stuff.
And everything's plant-based? Everything is plant-based?
Of course,
Yeah.
only vegan,
Nice.
nothing more.
Fantastic. No, you're going to get a vegan omelette. I know you are. So
Well, I might.
She loves vegan omelette.
Yes, really?
I do I love omelettes, but there's stuff I haven't tried yet. Like Slouvaki. What
Yeah,
is
we haven't
this?
tried. We still haven't had Slouvaki.
No, we haven't.
Souvlaki,
Yeah.
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's maybe the #1 Greek street food.
Yeah.
It's not vegan, but we have a vegan version of souvlaki.
Nice. What are you getting?
What are you getting?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. You get the Slouvaki, and I'll get the omelette.
Oh, I'll get the omelette. You get the Slouvaki.
Have you seen how? Have you seen? Okay. Have you seen how he cuts the omelette up?
We can share.
Share, yeah.
all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one omelette, one Slouvaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Thank you. That
You can
sounds
see.
amazing.
Thank you. Let's see what drinks they do.
Sounds amazing. Yeah.
So this is like one of the staples of Greek cuisine. This is the Slouvaki, and it's the first time we've had one of these in the whole time we've been in Greece. And because it's just not, you just can't get them when you're vegan. So I jumped on this when I got the chance, and it's got plant-based chicken in it and salad, and a bit like a gyros, I guess. But yeah, in a really beautiful pitta, and chopped fried potatoes and salad and sauce. Here we go. Wow, I'm so pleased I chose that now. That is friggin' delicious. I can't explain it. It just tastes like a really good kebab in a pitta. Just amazing.
And I have ordered a Greek-style plant-based omelette with feta on top. It looks amazing, so I'm going to try it now.
Liam finished off the meal with a vegetable calzone and, as customary when out in public, spilt it down his shorts. After best attempts of mopping up the delicious food, the day was coming to an end, and maybe we saved the strangest till last.
So that food was incredible. I really can't recommend Early Bites in Athens enough. Nick, the owner, is such a nice guy. He's a good cook as well. It's really, really good quality food, and it's really low cost. The cheapest food we've found so far in Athens. So that's not it completely, but we're almost over. We've had a great time. It's an awesome city. We could easily come back and spend another week here, and we might do that in the future, obviously without the campervan next time. But for one last thing before we leave, we're going to go somewhere that's all about Janine, that looks really quirky, and I know she's going to love it. So let's go.
Wow, this place is magical. Check this out behind me and in front of me as well. It's so awesome. What's going on, Liam?
It's madness. I don't quite get what the crack is here. Let's go and find a table.
Oh my god! Look at this place. It's insane. I've never seen anything like this before. I didn't even know it existed. What is it? I don't know.
Whatever it is, you get food.
Hello.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You know, it's something about the gnomes.
Here are our menus. Have a wonderful time. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. So this place is obviously the most magical place on earth, and apart from Disneyland or something like that. And they sell like light bites, like sort of omelettes and stuff, avocado Benedict and things like that, and like sweet treats, and I think like drinks and milkshakes and stuff like that. So we've come for dessert, and I can't even think about dessert. There's so much to look at here.
Okay, all smoothies. Yes. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. It's smoothies.
Yeah, we can get a smoothie. There's one cake option on there as well for a tenner.
Wow.
And there's obviously coffees and stuff as well. We need to have whatever we can to sit in this magical kingdom.
I know. We've both gone for smoothies. It was a tenner to have a chocolate cake. So we decided to skip that and just have smoothies, be healthy. So yeah, the menu's massive, but there's not actually much on offer for me and Liam, so that's okay. Smoothie is good, and it's just nice to sit in here.
In where?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I've heard other people say I've got no idea. Someone said I've got no idea what I'm looking at.
It's just a mishmash of like fairy tale. That's what it is.
Our smoothies came and we finished our mystical time in one of the most ancient places in the world. We were once again astounded by Greece's ability to give us its version of history that, like this quirky cafe we have found, is full of magic and fairy tale. I'll be honest with you, I personally had no idea what to expect of Athens and wasn't massively keen on heading to such a dense population after the serenity of Crete. But just like any good Disney film, this story has a happy ending, and I'll be the first to say I can't wait to come back. Athens literally has it all, maybe too much, so we look forward to our return. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to see where's next, and give the video a thumbs up. See you next time.
Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through and through.